Mamacita. Yesterday.
What's up, everybody? Hello. Hello, hello. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I may or may not do a podcast next Sunday, which is like, what's next Sunday? What day is that? The 22nd, just because it's like holidays and stuff like that. But I might still. So either way, we're celebrating Christmas today. You know, in the Audible 484 community. What's up, Via? What's up, Killer Eddie? What's up, Adam, Leroy, Victor? I think that's Eggs, right? What's up, Eggs? How you guys doing today? Hello, everybody in chat. Hello, everybody listening to the podcast on Apple and Spotify and all that good shit. How are you guys doing today? Me? I feel weird. But in a good way. I didn't even, today was one of the first, the second time only that I kind of was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do the podcast. Once I set it up, once I started streaming, it's gone very much smoother. This week has been great for me. I don't know if it's been great, but it's been definitely like better than the past, you know? I got drunk 2 times this week. The second time, I actually enjoyed the night. I wouldn't say I didn't really get like shit-faced drunk though either night, but the second night I drank like 4.5 IPAs, right? But I was chilling with my family. We were playing like beer pong with the kids, like obviously them not drinking beer, but them just playing the game. And it was just fun. It was just a good night. Like I forgot how like that you can actually drink and enjoy the night and not be a piece of shit and like ruin the night and break shit and fucking, you know. Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. Alcohol is like, I don't know. It's weird. I feel good though. I feel very good. I feel very happy. I was able to actually do the podcast today, like on my regular desk. So it's a lot more comfortable. And I'm chilling. I didn't really know what to talk about today. I really didn't. I don't know. Put in my Christmas lights and that was dope. That's cool. So I, if you guys are interested in seeing a picture, I actually uploaded to Instagram a picture of my lights in my front of my house. I feel like I should be able to pull that up pretty easily for people who are watching on the stream. But if you go to my Instagram, audible_484, then you'll see. Either way. Yeah. So I got a couple questions in chat already. And because I don't really have a topic today, I'm just going to answer those, and then we'll just keep going. Cheers. Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. Adam Mora says, what are your opinions on using marijuana for depression? I think that is a very, very smart but can be very dangerous way of treating your depression, because that's what I've done for years and years and years. And I feel like it eventually became a crutch and actually was hurting more than it was helping. Learning to smoke less and deal with my issues head on helped a lot, because when you smoke weed, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel better, but it's like, what are you going to do when you don't have weed? And not even just that, you just learn to, you don't learn the right coping mechanisms of depression when you smoke weed to make yourself feel better. You need to be able to figure out what's going on, deal with it. And that's the only way it'll truly get better, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with smoking a joint to feel a little better after a hard day's working at them. Nothing at all. That's what I'm saying. But you got to treat it right and treat it respectfully, because if not, it'll hurt you more than it'll help. I've talked about that a lot on the podcast. But you definitely got to be responsible. And even with weed, you can overdo it. Even though people say there's nothing wrong with smoking weed all day, every day. Yeah, it's funny to say and put in memes, but You can't smoke weed all day, every day. If you have to have a job and you have responsibilities and you have things you're trying to build towards and passions and goals and dreams, you have to sometimes have a clear head and be able to focus on shit. And when you're stoned as fuck, you can't really focus on shit as good as you can when you're not. You know what I'm saying? And that's just honesty. Damn, you're very humble, Max. Good stuff, dude. This guy Max in chat says, I donated to Team Trees. I am a very humble guy. Look how humble I am. I'm really humble. I'm the best at being humble. Yeah, bro. That's what I always tell my friends, dude. Like, I'm the most humble person you'll ever meet, bro. Trust me. If there's anybody more humble than me, let me know. Because I guarantee you I'm way more humble. Yeah, Andrew in chat says, completely agree. I think the key to smoking weed is using it in evenings in moderation, having a break every now and then. Definitely. I've noticed that like tolerance breaks are very helpful for me, at least. Like I cannot wait. I'm actually excited to go on a tolerance break because like I've been smoking too much weed. It's too much. And I've gotten to a point where I'm just like, I don't know, it's just habitual now. It's like I took a week off. That helped a lot. And then like now, which is like a month later, a month and a half, I'm already seeing myself like start to get to a point where I'm kind of losing grip on being responsible about it. I'm not saying that I completely have lost grip. And I'm not really smoking so much to the point where it's like fucking up. Yeah, I do feel less motivated in certain aspects. I'm not going to lie. But I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is. Thinking in beginning of January, I'm going to try to do 30 days off. No smoking weed and see how that feels. I'm like super nervous about it. I've never done a month off ever. So, but I think I am. We'll see. If I do, I'll make it into a series like on here and see how it goes. Arthur says, Universe episode was pretty dope. You start having more guests every once in a while. Absolutely, Arthur. That was actually, I did want to talk about that. The last episode with Universe was amazing, guys. It was so fun. It was like such like great conversation. And what did you guys think who was there, who were in chat now? What did you guys think about the fact that we didn't have chat open at all the whole time? Like, I'm sure it probably wasn't as like interactive, like when it's just me. But the conversation seemed smoother, didn't it? It seemed like there were no pauses or awkward silences or like it was just like very smooth. And I think that when I have guests on, I'm going to keep the chat off screen. I mean, it'll be open for you guys, but I think I am going to do it. What did you guys think about it? I think one thing I did forget to do is like open up the podcast to like chat Q&A questions. I wish I would have done that towards the end. And going forward, you know, when I have guests, I'll definitely do that too. So, but it was a great conversation. It was so much fun. And after that, we continued to kick it and listen to music and talk. And it was really dope, really cool to hang out with my boy. Max in chat says, but have you ever smoked DMT with Joe Rogan? You guys are both communists, I believe. I have not smoked DMT with Joe Rogan, bud. I apologize. I wish. You liked it better that way, Arthur? Okay. And Leroy says, I don't care too much. We're there to watch, not talk. The normal streams are for interaction. Got it. I like it. Well, cheers. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I will more than likely, I'll see you guys next Sunday. And I'm not saying I'm leaving. I know I don't know why it sounds like I'm ending. But I'll be here I'll more than likely be here next Sunday, but if not, I'll tweet about it and stuff. So I didn't want to take a break until like the spring or summertime, but it's just I don't know. We'll see. I want to do one with the kids and the wife. Hell yeah, definitely. I think it was cool because we were just talking. It was very natural. All right. Got you guys. Hell yeah. I see. I appreciate you. Ren. What's up, Ren? How you doing? Nah, stream wise, like it's like even when it's just me here chilling, I'll definitely have chat on. But I don't know. Sometimes when I do a podcast and I know I have a topic and I want to like talk about some stuff, you know. But I don't think that there's really anything wrong with just doing a yesterday podcast and talking to chat during it sometimes, just every once in a while. And plus, it's Christmas time. Like I haven't streamed in a minute, you know. And we got all the people, we got all the homies in here. We got Via, we got Ren, we got the kid Ami. What's up, dog? We chilling. Leroy, we got all the usuals. Adam, I see all you guys. Arthur, I've seen you before. Max, I don't know if I've seen you before. Either way, welcome. I appreciate you guys being here. So yeah, what do you guys think? You guys think that you guys are down or what? So New Year's resolution. We'll do a 30-day like challenge. A 30-day challenge. No weed, no alcohol, no energy drinks, no junk food. Have to do 2 24-hour fasts a week and work out 3 days a week. I know it's a lot, but I kind of want to kick my own ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of want to do it just to fucking beat myself up. I'm starting to notice, like, damn, there's definitely something that keeps my mind happy that comes with, like, suffering and, like, making myself do shit I don't want to do. It's like I feel happier in the long run. It's weird. It's weird because, like, the job I have, I don't really sleep well, and that sucks physically. But once I get good rest, like, I feel proud of myself. Like, I got through that shit. I slept like shit, but, you know, I feel better now. And the rest of my week feels great because of the job I have. It's weird. I've not been doing too great on the gym life lately, Adam. I have kind of been lagging. I bought a lot of stuff. I've got my things going. I've definitely been taking better care of myself. Like, I feel like I'm not eating as shitty. Like, I have nights where I do. The last week I've kind of fucked up, but I don't know. I feel like I'm focused more on things. I definitely have been working out like once or twice a week, and that's a lot more than I was before. So we'll see. And no cussing for 30 days. Wow, that's a good one to add, Leroy. I like that. It's difficult, but I did it in April, and I usually smoke a few grams a day at least, so anyone can. I'm down for it, but workout and fast, I don't know. I usually always eat my kids' leftover foods instead of throwing it away. Hey, that's smart. That's a good way to eat. You just make food for the kids. Like, if you don't got cash, shit. Fuck it, dude. Even if you do, stay rich. You know what I'm saying? You think that's too much? I think that's too much. It might be too much. Like, bro, I feel like I would be just dead by the end of the month. But if I knew that people were doing it with me, I'd be totally down. It'd be so much fun. Adam Juarez with the $2. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Fuck yeah. Merry Christmas. I'm taking a hit for you, man. Thank you. And I got YouTube's new live streaming stuff to work exactly right with OBS. So there shouldn't be issues like there has been the past few weeks. I finally kind of figured it all out. So we're chilling. Shadow or Danny. Yeah, they are for sure. Actually, maybe I'll put my brother on next Sunday if he's out here. Yeah, for sure. They're going to be on for sure. Just gotta yeah. Damn it, I've been talking to Danny about it, and I talked to my brother already too. So. I appreciate you, Adam. You hear this? These kids playing outside? I'm doing my best to just be like, it's kids playing, allow them to have fun. Like, I think today is the first time that I've actually been like, you know what? Who cares? They're just kids having fun. I can't get mad at them. Like, that's so immature and lame and just like, unhappy. For a long time, for years, that's how I felt. I hated when I heard kids playing outside my house. It's just so loud and annoying, obnoxious, and screaming. It would piss me off. And we had an apartment that we lived in a few years back, and the front door of their front door was right here, and our front door was right there. Our front doors were like 6 inches apart. And they would constantly allow their kids, which is like 3 or 4 kids, to run around outside. And one of them was like a baby in diapers, and he would always walk over into our patio and like fuck with our shit and like constantly. And they were just screaming and loud, and I couldn't even leave my front house without fucking running into a kid and shit like that. It was just so annoying. And I just kind of like been like that since. But lately, I've kind of just gotten to a point where I'm trying to get to a point where I can just believe and act on knowing that they're just kids. They're having fun. Better them doing that than doing other bullshit. They're playing basketball, whatever. Who cares? Let them. And that's a huge step for me. Because I am Clint Eastwood, and I would be like, get the fuck off my lawn, kids, in another life. But I'm trying to better myself. Thank God. Thank God. You can't really hear it at all? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not really worried. I don't know if I'd be worried about the stream hearing it like that, but I think I'm more worried about, it's just more annoying hearing it, at least, especially when I'm like trying to record like a music. That's the worst part. Like I literally just can't make music right now. If I wanted to, if I caught a vibe and got inspired and I wanted to make a track, I would not be able to do it right now because they're outside. So that is super frustrating. But, it's kind of one of the downsides to just having my studio in a much more open space. My life has to have downsides. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. Like there has to be downsides to the life you live, or else you will just be a piece of shit. And if you don't accept those downsides and you're constantly trying to work around every single thing that's just like not like convenient for you, then you're going to end up being a piece of shit and an asshole. You know what I mean? Because you're just going to think every little inconvenience is just somebody being disrespectful to you, or, that's what I started to understand. Like, damn, life doesn't revolve around me. And sometimes people don't give a fuck about how I feel. And that's okay. Like, not everything has to work in my favor. Sometimes I got to do shit I don't want to do, I've been a spoiled little asshole for years and years and years, guys. You guys don't understand. I have legitimately been a little piece of shit for a long fucking time. And I seem like a cool guy now. And I feel like I've always been a pretty like nice guy until you really get to know me. But I was a piece of shit for a long time. And since I was a little boy, I was mean to people. I disrespected teachers. Like I was not nice. I was mean to people. And I thrived on it. And I was like evil, like an evil little fucking brat who deserved to get his ass kicked. And I kind of just learned to kick my own ass by doing hardcore psychedelics and then actually getting my ass beat physically a couple times and having some crazy life situations happen, and life just hit me in my face. And now I have 2 beautiful, innocent daughters that I have to take care of. Life has told me, hey, slow the fuck down. Slow your fucking roll. Because you can't be a piece of shit anymore. You just can't. It's just when you have 2 kids that you love and that are precious little things, and you don't want them to see you as a piece of shit, or you don't want to teach them to be a piece of shit like you've been, you start to like kind of be like, holy, I got to change a couple things. Like I can't be this guy anymore. I can't be the same dude who was always like, fuck bitches, I be getting, but that's who I wasn't always like, fuck bitches, I'm getting money. Like I was more like, fuck bitches, they ain't shit. I ain't need a no bitch. Like blah, 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 blah. I'm never getting married. Never, ever, ever am I getting married. That's what I would say. I'll have friends until I'm really old, but I'm not going to get married ever. Never going to have kids. Well, I would never bring kids into this fucked up life, in this fucked up world. Can I say anything? I can't right now, Ghost, because I'm just in a podcast, man. But yeah, I fucking yeah, it's just crazy how far I've come. If you listen to my music, like the early music, you'll hear it. Like you'll hear how young and immature and retarded I was, like legitimately. And even just saying retarded right now is probably a little immature part of me still coming out. Like, who the fuck talks like that? Like, Jesus Christ. Bad. But you know what's great, like I said, is not only did drugs and psychedelics fucking face plant me and make me really check myself. But having a daughter and having being in love with a girl who like I didn't know how to love. I didn't even realize I loved her like that. Like it was like hard because I was like such a piece of shit to her. That's how fucking stupid and fucked up I was. Is I knew I loved this girl, Monica, my wife. I knew I loved her and I knew I wanted to marry her and I knew one day it was going to happen and this and that, but I still treated her like shit and was like an asshole to her for a long time. Just because I was still such a piece of shit, I was more worried about myself than somebody I cared more about than myself. It's so fucking weird. It's fucking weird, man. It's fucking weird. It's confusing sometimes, you know? Hey, one of you motherfuckers better be dying with all that goddamn yelling. DaKidAwMe, the sponsor of the podcast, who I need to shout out to as well. DaKidAwMe is our sponsor for almost every single episode we've ever done on Yesterday. He's the homie he's been supporting for a long time. He makes beats, so if you guys are interested, like he makes like hip hop type sounding beats. So if you guys rap, you can check out his beats and at the links in the description, or you can even use it for like background music of YouTube videos or any type of just the vibe too. You can check them out. He said in chat when we were talking about kids who were getting annoying, he said one time kids were just yelling at the top of their lungs outside of my apartment. I just slid open the glass door and yelled, "Hey, one of you motherfuckers better be dying with all that goddamn yelling." I just had to read that one. That was a good one. I feel you though. I think there's been a time where I've yelled outside my house too, like, shut the fuck up. I think for sure I've said that before, but not to kids though. I feel like I've said it. When I was in jail with the universe, we shared a jail cell. We should tell that story on the podcast one day. But we shared a jail cell one time, and I remember there was a guy just whining in the cell next to us, and I just kept saying, "Shut the fuck up!" Blah, blah, blah. Like I was drunk and talking shit to people in jail. Like, who the fuck did I think I was? Like what? That just shut. But I had just gotten done talking shit to a bunch of bouncers at a club and getting arrested and. Yeah, that was one of the only times I was ever like kind of like whatever with the cops. Like I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like whatever. Like they wanted me to like, they seemed like they wanted me to be like all like scared and like sad and shit like that. And I was just like, bro, like I know I didn't do anything. I didn't assault anybody. I know I'm just drunk and being crazy and you guys want to, whatever. Like this, I'm not even gonna have to go to court for this probably, like, which I didn't. And I was fine. It's So I think I don't even know what the charge was, like drunk and disorderly or drunk in public or something like that. Like I didn't fight anybody, nothing happened. I didn't break anything. So I was just like, what do you guys, they seemed like they wanted me to, be scared or some shit. Not that I'm like a badass or nothing like that, but I was just like, come on, dude. Whatever. It's funny. I always tell that to my wife, like, and just people in general. Like, I'm not a fucking badass or I'm not nothing like that at all. I'm the furthest thing from it. But like, I've been around. I guess I've dealt with situations that like have like been like fights and cops and shit like that, and like, I don't know. I'm just not. What's the right way to say this? I don't know. I'm just experienced in it. That's all. So it's like I know what getting arrested is and like this and that. Like that's kind of weird to me saying that. But you know why I'm so familiar with it? Because of alcohol. When it really comes down to it. Anytime, for the most part, that I've ever gotten arrested, I've been drunk. Well, in the second half of my life. The first time it was over Monica. I think one time was over Monica. One time was because I stole something. Another time was because I stole my mom's car and crashed it and totaled it when I was in 9th grade. Yeah, I've been arrested quite a bit. Holy shit. I've never counted. I should count how many times I've been arrested. You guys know that story, right? About when I stole my mom's car when I was in 9th grade and me and my cousin Universe drove it. And joyrode it. We took it for a joyride. and then crashed it and totaled it. And it was a brand new car. It was a brand new Nissan Altima, '08 or '07, '06, something like that. Yeah, that was a scary ass time. We almost died. We flipped the car. It rolled, I think, twice. And by the time we both didn't have seatbelts on, and then by the time we knew it, like we were like skidding, and then by the time it bounced, and then all of a sudden we rolled, and we just were like this, and I was standing on the roof of the car on the inside, and my head was by the steering wheel, and I didn't even know what happened. I was just like standing like that, and we were like, "What the fuck?" We were upside down in the car, in the desert, and yeah, we fucking crawled out of the car. Like I remember thinking, okay, well, I gotta get these keys. We're gonna say somebody stole the car. I tried to pull the keys out of the ignition and it was stuck. But because I had so much adrenaline pushing through my body, I yanked them out and bent the entire like little loop, the key ring. It like bent open, and all the keys flew everywhere, all over the inside of the car, all over the ground. So after that, we opened the car door that was upside down. So it was like hard as fuck. I had to like push it open. And then and then as Corey was getting out, I dropped the car door on his head. And then I had to hold it open as he crawled out. And I'm pretty sure we were both like whimpering. We weren't really crying. We were whimpering. We were just like so fucking terrified of what we just did. We walked back to my house, which was like half a mile away. A little less than half a mile away. I knew my mom was going to find out that I stole the car and crashed it either way. So I went into her room in the middle of the night and woke her up and told her, "Hey mom, we crashed the car." And she didn't believe me. She said, "Okay, Mikey, go to bed." And I was like, "Mom, no, listen to me. We took the car and we crashed it down the street in the desert right now." She didn't believe me for a second. And then, but Corey was right there, and Corey was like, "Irene, we did." And then the cops eventually popped up at the house. I think, or actually my stepdad or my ex-stepdad drove us down the street to go look and see if we were telling the truth. And yeah, there were cops already there. We turned around and went back. And then we just stood there in the living room, and the cops came to our house. My mom knew they were going to anyways. And she let them in, and we sat there and like talked with the cop for like 2 hours trying to figure out some shit. And then as the sun was coming up, the cop took me and told me he was going to take me to jail. But I feel like I knew they were just fucking saying that. Even then, that was like one of the first times I ever got arrested or fake arrested. And I'm pretty sure I knew like, oh, they're not going to, okay, I'm going to go to jail for this. I didn't believe it at the time. So I was just like, okay, well, I'll just talk. It was like, I don't know. I was on all, you know, when you get in really, really big trouble, and like all the conversations you have with like your principal or whatever the fuck, like people, your elders, and you get this huge inspiration to just be a better person. Like everybody's just like, you got to do better. We're going to rebuild from here. And you have to, you know, focus on life and school, and you don't understand how good you got it. Your whole future's ahead of you. And then you're just like, yeah, man, you're right. I'm going to do better. And you start really getting inspired, and you're just like, fuck, I fucked up. And you just start being, I'm so sorry. You don't deserve this. Oh my God, I can be better. And then you kind of start to believe it. That whole little inspiration, you become a little like, you get on a high of just like thinking that you could be better, you know, then they just drill it into you that you can do better, and everything's, you need to focus on school, and you know, and it's like you get those moments of inspiration, and then you realize, hey, this shit sucks. And I'm pissed off about shit that's happened in my life and with my family, and they don't deserve me to be good. Whoa. That's where it all breaks down to. They don't deserve me to be a good kid. I'm going to show them how mad I am. That right there could have driven my life down so bad that I wouldn't even be here talking with you guys right now. The thought of, I'm going to let them know how mad I am. That right there. Since I was fucking 12, 6th grade, until like 3 years ago, maybe less than that, a little more than that, maybe. I don't know. Till I started to understand it and realize it. Yeah, a little bit more than that till I started to understand it and realize it. But the thought of I'm going to make them know how mad I am has fucking totally just shaped me as a person, has fucking fucked up my life to this point now to make things harder in my life, even at 29 years old. That feeling of being a pissed off child mad at his parents totally just fucked me up to a point where I literally am 29 years old with my own kids and I'm still feeling the effects of it. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Mamacita. That is what the yesterday podcast is all about. I can't breathe. I cannot speak any language, only English. I can't breathe. So listen to me, kids. If you ever think about of your life as I'm going to let them know how mad I am, you'd probably be better off going and punching someone in the face than ruining your life. That was a good hit. Cheers. So what do you guys get of your people for Christmas, huh? I'm trying to think if there's... I can talk about it right now. I gotta kind of whisper it. I doubt there was... Can I put it out there? I don't know. I don't want her to find out. So just because there's a chance that she could, I'm not going to say it. Or the girls, I don't want to say their presence. But we hooked them up this year. We got them some good shit. What's up, Jesse? It has definitely been one of the most comfortable Christmases ever that we've ever had. And it feels great. Comfortable financially. We got everybody presents and we're still okay. It's very nice. We're doing okay. It's beautiful. What's up, Big Chon? And then it snowed on Thanksgiving Day. That was crazy. That was so beautiful, man. That was gorgeous. It was nuts. I was half asleep. I only slept a few hours that night. And I woke up and there's thick ass snowflakes like this. There's a video on my YouTube of it. It's crazy. Love, happiness, and peace is what everyone is getting. I love it. I love it. Hit them with the emojis. Hit them with the emojis. Don't forget, guys, you can become a member for only $1.99. And you get cool ass emojis like this in chat. I don't know if I should start bringing that up. I should start bringing it up more, just so people know. Homie, you donated $2 earlier, and you could have done that and got a membership too with it, and all the emojis for the full month. But you know what? I'm just happy y'all are here. That's all. And you know what? I've been noticing a lot more people are listening on iTunes and Spotify and shit like that. I was like, holy, looking at there's quite a few of you guys who just put this and play this on your phone and listen to it. And that's beautiful to me. I'm still out of breath. The Star Wars challenges have you raging? Fuck, dude. I haven't really done much of them. I bet they have. It's tight though. I love, speaking of stuff, we'll talk about that right now. I like this question. Does this feel like therapy to you? Yeah, it does. It really does. It's so crazy because I think that's one of the reasons that I really love doing it. And when my cousin or Universe is talking about it, like it sounds like you're just like a stream of consciousness talking. And he was just saying that he really likes the podcast and stuff like that. And I never thought about that. Like, yeah, it's just stream of consciousness talking. I feel like everybody can do this. It might be hard to do it in a public setting like I am and to stream with it. And it is hard. It is hard. But I've done it for a long time. I've streamed forever, done YouTube videos forever, sat here and talked to a camera forever. So I'm really used to it, but it's just like, it's a trip to me how much it helps though. Sundays are very therapeutic for me. And it's so beautiful that it's also like Sunday, like a religious day. And that's the day I chose to do the podcast. It just feels great. You know, I really don't want to, I don't know. I'm doing my best to kind of stray away from like getting too into like deep conversation, but fuck it. I don't know why I'm trying to stray away from that. That's what this is. It's what but it also can be fun. I just want to have a lot more fun. I don't want to be so dark. And it's okay to talk about dark topics. You don't have to get dark with it. You don't have to get dark to talk about dark topics, if that makes sense. So I do feel like it's therapy and it helps a lot. And I appreciate you guys for being here and talking to me and chilling and listening to the podcast. And just, I hope it helps you guys because that's what this is all about, man. I've never done podcasts like this. Like, I've made music. I've made so many different types of art and so many different streams of content, comedy videos and skits and trip stories and documentaries and fucking rap videos and music videos and all these, like, interviewing people in public places. Like, I've done so many different types of content, but this right here is probably one of the most freeing, the most easiest to do. And just like, I don't know, just it's just beautiful. Even now, like, I changed the open sign and the clock. And because I was able to do that, basically to do a podcast like now, all I have to do is push my monitor back 5 inches and then start the podcast. That's it. Before I'd have to move everything around and I'd have to sit like this. And it's like, it's gotten to a point now where I'm just literally sitting here like I normally do every day. And it's just so comforting. If you guys are listening to the podcast, be sure to check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/audible484. And we do this live every Sunday. So just go there, subscribe, turn notifications on, have your app on or whatever. And you'll be notified every Sunday whenever I go live. And then I always tweet it and put it on my Instagram as well. My Twitter is audible484. My Instagram is audible_484. Have a good Christmas, man. I appreciate you, dude. Merry Christmas, Andrew. I'm still out of breath. Jesus Christ, that's just... Leroy says, have you considered seeing a real therapist? I have. I just every time I've looked into it, it just seems it's expensive. And I don't have that type of medical insurance, so it's kind of weird. Honestly, I just come up with excuses why not. I try to figure out why I haven't. There's got to be a reason, right? Because, like, my wife talks about it all the time. I feel like I'm not against it. But to go out and maybe I feel like it's just laziness, the reason I haven't done it. But I don't know. John says, I went to my first rave like 3 weeks ago. And how was that? Which one was it? And who was there? Did you do drugs? Tell me about it. That sounds interesting. My first rave was 2009. It was called Juju Beats. And it was insane. Back then it was not like at all like it is now. It was like the very end of the, like, one of the earlier rave scenes. and '09 was the beginning of like the new rave scene, kind of. I don't know. I was like right in the middle of a transference, and I was like going to '09 Juju Beats was like I was able to see what raves were like even like 2000, 2002, you know what I'm saying? Like those raves were probably very similar to how Juju Beats was. And then after that, everything just started to change. Once Insomniac jumped in, and it just became something different. But going to Juju Beats was amazing. I'm glad I did it. Bass Nectar was there. It was the first time I ever experienced dubstep. It was amazing. Fucking amazing. That was when dubstep was first becoming a thing, and that was evolving. Whoops. Chon says my cousin's trying to have me go to another one and have me roll for the first time. Any advice? Just do it only if you want to. Be careful. I would recommend testing your drug, testing your pills. There's ways to do that. It's actually in the description of this video. You can get drug test kits. I should start shouting that out. Everybody should know that. In the description of my video, any video or live stream I do, there's a link that says drug test kits. And if you buy one from there, not only can you get a very cheap test kit to test your drugs legitimately, but you actually support the channel at the same time. I suck, man. I don't say none of these things. Zomboy was the headliner. Not bad. It's cool as fuck. I was really enjoying myself when my cousin took a Molly and had to go sit in the back, and low-key killed it for me. See? That sucks, man. That sucks. That's what I'm saying. A lot of the time we fucking end up fucking up our own experiences trying to, like, thinking that there's something more rather than just enjoying what you got. You know what I'm saying? Dun, 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 dun. So, Kamaru Usman won last night against Colby Covington, if you're into UFC. And that was a very... I loved the fight. I loved it. That was one of the best fights I've seen in a long, long, long time. I can't wait to re-download it and watch it. But, damn, it was so amazing to see. Like, I feel like you could see through Colby Covington's character throughout the fight, before the fight and after the fight. Like, you could see him. That's why he didn't say anything, or he didn't like do much on his way out and his way in, and like while he didn't really like do the character that he normally does. And that was really cool to see. I think it's like, okay, I understand what he's doing, and it's making him money, and more power to him, but it must suck, you know. It must be really like mentally wrenching to know that like you as a person weren't interesting enough to have people like really like be interested in you as a fighter. So you put on a character, and it's like, I don't know. That's weird to me. I get what he's doing, and I hope he doesn't think that way, but I feel like that would fuck with me. But he did really well. It was a great fucking fight. I think it could have went either way, but I mean, towards the end, I think it could have went either way. I think one of the judges judged it 3-1. Colby Covington. That Colby Covington won 3 rounds, and that was crazy to me. I think he was just behind Kamaru in most of the rounds, but it was a great fight. I can't wait to watch it again. Yeah, I need to join the UFC. What the fuck? Hell no. I need to maybe go to an MMA gym and chill for a little while and watch. But I thought I would love to get into it and see how it is. But we'll see. I gotta get in shape, man. I am in really poor, bad shape right now, and I know like soon I need to like, yeah, get in shape. I was definitely happy that Kamaru won. It was definitely like the winner. You want to see the bad guy win, you know, kind of. So I was kind of like low key going for Colby a little bit more, just because I wanted to see what he would say if he won, you know, how the fuck it would go. And there's more interesting storylines that could have, you know, come from Colby winning. Because now it's kind of weird. Like, what does Kamaru do? Fight Jorge Masvidal? That doesn't really. That fight's not interesting to me. Like, only way Kamaru wins is if it's a boring fight. I think Jorge will outbox him for sure. But other than that, there's not really much. I don't know. It is what it is. We'll see. What time is it? 3:52. All right, guys. I'm going to kill this bowl if there's anything left in it, and I'm going to say adios. It has been one of the most amazing podcasts I've done, and it's only been 50 minutes. But I'm going to cut this one short. Everybody's here chilling, so I'm going to probably go chill for a little while. But I might even do a live stream later tonight, just chilling, like, because I miss you guys. And I'm going to do more streams. I've been realizing I've been fucking up. And lately I've been trying to do 4-night streams and just been fucking up. Plus YouTube and OBS hasn't been working. A lot of issues, okay? It's not my fault, all right? So, without further ado, I bring to you Mamacita. You guys are dope. Appreciate you. Love. Thank you to Chan. Thank you to Jesse. Thank you to Leroy. Thank you to Ren. Thank you to 870. I see you. Who else was here? Via. Eggs. Adam was here. Thank you for the $2, Adam. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much, by the way. I wish I could transfer your dono into like the membership, but either way, man, I appreciate you so much. So thank you. Who else was here? Eddie was here. Via, I already said that. DaKidAwMe, appreciate you, bro. Andrew, who else? Victor, okay, we chilling. You guys are dope. Don't forget to turn notifications on because I am going to be streaming more. I know I've been lagging, so I'll be here more for you guys. I promise. All right, I'm out. Merry Christmas. Hopefully I see you guys next Sunday. If not, I'll see you during the week for sure. Maybe later tonight. Turn notifications on. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, all the shit if you haven't. Peace out. Mamacita.